If your heroes keep dying in the harder stages and you can't figure out why, here's the truth. It's almost never your level. It's your build. Today I'm breaking down the entire team building system in game name, the 5 elements and how they counter each other, the elemental aura buffs that quietly multiply your whole team's power, smart formation placement, and the 3 progression systems most players completely sleep on: Codex, Legend, and Skins. Get these right and you'll clear content faster than people who outspend you. Let's build. The 5 elements and the counter triangle. On screen, the 5 element icons: water, fire, earth, light, dark. Every hero belongs to one of 5 elements: water, fire, earth, light, and dark. This isn't just flavor, it decides how much damage you deal and take. 3 of them form a counter triangle. Water counters fire, fire counters earth, earth counters water. It loops, so there's always an answer to whatever you're facing. On screen, element counter, damage plus 20% callout from the aura screen. When you have the elemental advantage, you deal 20% more damage. That's a free 20%, no gear, no leveling, just bringing the right element into the fight. Light and dark sit outside the triangle. They counter each other, so light beats dark and dark beats light. But here's the part that makes them special. Light and dark also act as wild elements. They count toward almost any team synergy, which makes them some of the most flexible units you can build around. I'll come back to that in a second because it's where a lot of hidden power lives. The takeaway. Before every battle, check what element the enemy leans on and bring the element that counters it. That single habit wins fights you'd otherwise lose. Elemental Aura, the buff that multiplies your team. On screen, the Elemental Aura panel from the screenshot. This is the most important screen in the game and most players never read it. When you deploy multiple heroes of the same element, they stack an aura that buffs your whole team. 2 of the same element gives you 5% attack and 5% HP. 3 pushes it to 15% attack and 15% HP. 4 takes it to 20% each. And a full team of 5 matching heroes gives you 25% attack and 25% HP. Think about that. A full mono-element team is a free 25% to both your damage and your survivability just for committing to one color. That's bigger than most equipment upgrades. On screen, highlight the light and dark bonus section. Now the light and dark layer. On top of the element aura, the game counts how many light and dark heroes are on the field and hands extra buffs to all allies. 1 or more gives you 8% evasion. 2 or more adds 8% crit. 3 or more stacks 20% crit damage. 4 or more gives 5% attack and 10% HP. And 5 gives 10% attack and 15% HP. So you've got 2 ways to build. Go full mono element for that flat 25% attack and HP, clean, consistent, brutal. Or lean into light and dark to unlock the evasion, crit, and crit damage track. The strongest teams often do both. A powerful mono element core, plus a light or dark wild slotted in to switch on those bonus buffs without breaking your synergy. Formation. Same heroes, stronger team. On screen, formation grid, dragging heroes into front and back rows. Once your elements are sorted, formation is what separates a good team from a great one. The exact same heroes perform completely differently depending on where you place them. Put your tanks and bruisers on the front line, they soak the damage and hold the enemy off your back line. Keep your damage dealers and mages in the back row where they can hit safely for the whole fight instead of dying in the first 10 seconds. And position your support or healer where their range actually covers your carries. Placement also affects targeting. Enemies often go for whoever's closest or most exposed, so a smart formation baits hits onto the units built to take them. Spend 30 seconds arranging your board before a hard stage. It's the cheapest power spike in the game. Codex. Turn every hero into free diamonds. Codex screen. Claiming diamond rewards. Here's an income source you should never skip. Every time you obtain a new hero, it unlocks a codex entry, and claiming that entry pays you diamonds. That means pulling or recruiting a hero isn't just about your roster. Every single new hero is permanent, free premium currency sitting there, waiting. Even heroes you'll never use are worth getting purely for the codex payout. After any summon session, go straight to the codex and claim everything. Legend Int. Complete the group, claim the big rewards. On screen, Legend group page showing a hero set and milestone rewards. Legend is the next layer up. Think of it as a group codex. Instead of rewarding one hero at a time, Legend asks you to complete a specific group of heroes together, and when you finish the set, it pays out much bigger rewards. This is worth planning around. Look at which Legend groups you're close to completing and aim your collecting there, because finishing a full group gives you milestone rewards that single heroes never will. Don't collect randomly, collect toward a Legend. Skins, real stats, not just looks. On screen, skin selection, before-after stat comparison. A lot of players think skins are cosmetic. In this game, they're not. Equipping a skin gives your hero a real stat boost on top of looking better. So skins are an actual power upgrade. Prioritize them on your core carries and your main tank first, because that's where extra stats translate straight into clearing harder content. A skinned up main team punches well above its level. Demonstration, putting it all together. On screen, live gameplay, map clears, then arena matches. Let me show you all of this in action. For map clearing, I check the stage's dominant element first, then bring the element that counters it for that 20% advantage. I stack my elemental aura, same element core for the attack, and HP with a light or dark wild to switch on the bonus buffs. I set my formation, tanks front, damage back. Watch how fast these stages fall when the synergy lines up. On screen, switch to arena. Arena is the real test, because you're fighting other players' builds. Before each match, I scout the enemy's elements and counter-pick, bring water against a fire-heavy team, earth against water, and so on. Same aura stacking, same formation discipline. The counter advantage plus a fully stacked aura is usually enough to flip a fight that looks even on paper. Conclusion. So that's the full build strategy. Match your elements and play the counter triangle for that 20% edge. Stack your elemental aura for up to 25% attack and HP, and use light and dark for the bonus crit and evasion. Set your formation properly, frontline tanks, backline damage, and don't sleep on the long game. Claim your Codex diamonds, collect toward Legend groups for the big rewards, and put skins on your carries for the extra stats. Do all of that and your team gets stronger without spending a cent more. If this helped, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next guide.